People love to wax lyrical about the Impreza 22B, and to be fair, it's an incredible car, yes. However, Subaru is a treasure trove of weird and wonderful things, and the more you look, the more gems you'll find. And the more you realise that the 22B is just one in a long line of mad Subarus. On this episode of 427 Motorsports, we're going to talk about one of the rarest Subarus of all, the S201. As a warning, it's not the prettiest. Rare instance where you're seeing me in the studio here. Usually I'm in the garage at this time and I'm wearing garage clothes. You can tell I just came in. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody who tuned in to the last video, the info one about the Imprezas. Loads of people watched it. Even the designer of the Impreza shared it on his X or Twitter or whatever. So cool. I just want to give another big thank you as well to everybody who has subscribed to the Patreon, everybody who's bought t-shirts. You can check out the merch at the link below. I'm not going to bore you all by talking too much, but yeah, enjoy the video, and I just want you all to know I very much appreciate every single one of you. As you may have seen in the last video, Imprezas of this generation came in many different versions, from 1 to 6. In the year 2000, we were seeing the last of the version 6s leave the production line, paving the way for the new bug eye on the new, more refined GD chassis. Wanting the GC model to go out with a bang rather than a whimper, STI, Subaru's in-house tuning division, decided to make a limited run of WRX STI models that had everything and the kitchen sink thrown at them. Creating the most powerful factory-rated Impreza at the time, STI planned to make 300 of these models, though as far as we can gather, only 87 were actually made. Some say that could be due to the GD model coming out in the middle of it, but who knows. Essentially, this was a late model Type RA that was given the full STI parts catalogue, so let's break down what that actually entails. Starting with the version 6 Type RA, which in itself is a bit weird because that's a 4-door and they wanted to go all out with this one. The first thing they did was ruin how it looked. Okay, that's not fair. I'll let you make your own opinions on it, though I'm sure for most of you, I'll know what that opinion is. STI called the front bumper a powerful design. Right, alongside bullet-style mirrors to reduce overall drag. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. I found a brochure for this car and used Google Translate to try and work out what they said. About the only subtle difference they made to this car was the bonnet scoop. It's slightly bigger for gulping more air. Along with this, they had a massive wing and rear diffuser and mad side skirts. One cool tidbit of information though, and leads into a bit of Subaru history, for the spoiler they utilised a twin wing design made from aluminium. The upper section for downforce, the lower section for improving airflow. The cool thing is though, they called in the help of Subaru's aerospace division to help design it. Aerospace division? Or aerospace division? I hear you saying back to yourself out loud, not unlike Solid Snake repeating everything he hears. That's right. Subaru Corporation was previously known as Fuji Heavy Industries, who manufactured and developed parts for airplanes and helicopters. No, seriously. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Bell, they all got parts from Fuji. Now, just known as Subaru Corporation, they still make plane parts to this day. So, a bit like Saab, it's not surprising that they'd then take inspiration from and even work with their aerospace division. Hell, I even have one of their stickers on my own Subaru. Another company they worked with for this car was rarest, a joint development between STI and rarest resulting in 16-inch, well, T37 lookalike wheels that weighed 20% less than the factory wheels. There's a set of 17-inch 5-spokes that rarest also did with STI, and if you ask me, they are the single nicest wheels available for GC8s. Would have been nice to see them as an option, but I can't find anything on it. Okay, we've talked enough about how they made it look. Now how did they make this thing perform like a car worth shouting about? Well, they dove into STI's tuning shop and stole the whole lot. Under the bonnet is Subaru's tried and tested EJ20, sporting forged pistons as was the way with STIs, but they've breathed on it a bit with a factory remap to increase boost pressure, larger intake ducting and a bespoke exhaust, leading to a rating of approximately 300 horsepower. Not quite sure how they got away with promoting that, since they're breaking the whole 276 thing, but I'm guessing maybe it's to do with these technically being extras. I'm not sure, don't quote me and don't get angry in the comments, I'm just thinking out loud here. Now of course, being a Type RA, they also featured the dial for the DC-CD. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Driver controlled center differential, meaning you can adjust where the power goes. All to the back to drive like a rear wheel drive, all to the front for, well, you get the idea. Handling wise, some very fetching STI Cherry Blossom Red, and let's be real, it's pink. Arms on the rear help it to stick to the road even more than a regular Impreza already does, introducing ball jointed ends to the arms. But also they added a helical, LSD to the front and increased the spring rates. Interestingly, from factory they had adjustable ride height too. They also added their iconic quick rack steering with an upgraded pump and oil cooler to match. I would love one of those racks for mine. Apparently they make a massive difference, and again there's a really cool sticker. Back to that aerospace division too, they got them to design a strut brace for the front, which has that sticker I mentioned earlier. Things got a bit of a sprucing up in the interior as well. Seats with the stunning blue seats available in some special editions before, paired with a titanium shifter, metallic blue detailing on the gauge cluster and dash, as well as the now iconic numbered badge in front of the gear gator. If you ask me, other than the body kit, this is probably the best Impreza that you could buy at the time. The S201 was just the beginning of the S-series cars, all the way up to the S210, with the 202 first in the bug eye all the way up to the 210 just last year in 2025, but none have ever been as rare or as garish as the OG S201. My name is Tomo, this is 427 Motorsports. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, let me know so I'll be inclined to make more. If you're interested in watching cars be worked on in the garage and learning more about cars in general, subscribe to the channel. There'll also be more videos like this if, well, enough people want them. And if you'd like to make new friends to talk about all things cars, check out our Discord, link in the comments. Thank you and good luck.